Well, hey folks, Real Honesty with Jonn Ritland.
And what the fuck was that?
Also,
I am the Durbinator. Hello.
Let's be perfectly honest, this was better than last year's Rumble.
Yeah.
I mean, event overall.
The overall event, yes.
We're going to see how quickly we can run through the undercard here. Let's go with the pre-show. We didn't have anybody knocking Bianca, so that was good. Braun is replacing Cena in the Rumble. JBL on the show. No, you stop that.
Jibbles!
Him and Lawler on commentary was not needed.
Nah.
We need to move past all this bullshit. Mandy and Sonya were teasing us. Maybe I read that wrong?
And just like you'd expect, there was no payoff.
Yes, true. Drake then comes out of McMahon's office. It says, Razor and Scott Dawson are going to team up to face Rude and Gable, and if they win, they get to possibly get a tag title match later. We're going to get to that, because Carmella and Truth had a dance break during this. And then a Daniel Bryan promo in the empty arena, which was nice. And then Gable and Rude versus Razor and Scott Dawson, and look, I don't know why.
It was a filler match because they realized they didn't have enough material.
When they could have just given a little more time to the Cruiserweight match and stuff like that.
Where's Wilder?
I mean, I guess maybe because one of AOP was injured, but it's like, why didn't you just give it to the Revival? If they were going to lose anyway, why did you have that happen? Do you hate the Revival that much? This is a negative on the show. We then get Leo talking briefly, and actually his promo may have lasted as long as Lashley lasted in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Rusev and Nakamura. Why did Nakamura win the title back? I mean,
I don't fucking know.
They didn't. If they had him have a good title run for 5 months where he defended it pretty often on the kickoff or on the main show, and they actually had given him meaningful feuds, I wouldn't have had a problem with him winning the title back after a bit. But they didn't have him do anything with it, and Rusev is so goddamn over. And Lana, I'm sorry, but you ruined everything. Lana, you're beautiful. You shouldn't wear Roman Reigns' contacts. And you also probably shouldn't be out there. This made Rusev look like a doofus.
Yeah.
Yes, he cares about his wife. But he should care about the championship more.
This is still punishment for the Summer Rae thing.
You know, it might be, actually. Vince is that petty. Nakamura, there's a possibility they tease a Nakamura Mustafa Ali feud in the Rumble, and we'll get to that, which I'm fine with, but we'll see. Halftime Heat is back, apparently. It's going to be Velveteen, Ricochet, and Alistair versus Gargano, Ciampa, and somebody else.
Good.
Dream Black, Alistair versus Ciampa, Gargano, and Cole? Adam Cole. It was Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, baby.
Adam, baby, yes. So, Nikki was shaking the cage. The way they made this look, she was shaking the fence, and they had the camera panning from behind.
Oh god, Killian's behind her.
To be fair, it's exactly what I thought. Nikki wants to play, though, and Nikki did get to play later. Kalisto versus Akira Tozawa versus Hideo Itami versus Buddy Murphy in a very good four-way match, and a lot of flippy shit for the Cruiserweight title, by the way.
Woo!
It was good.
Buddy Murphy seemed like an absolute champion. I'm sorry, I'm still a little down from the men's Royal Rumble, which we'll get to.
Right, but
yeah, this is overall, it was a pretty well-worked match.
Hideo had a good showing, too.
Yeah, everyone got their moments in, but Buddy Murphy at the very end of this took out all three of them and pinned Itami for the win.
Now the question is, who do you have step up to face him? Tony Nese?
Maybe, or alternatively, Cedric Alexander steps back up.
True. I'm surprised Alexander actually wasn't in the Royal Rumble, maybe to have a way to call him up. We'll see what happens. But this is a good match. This was a start in the right direction. Because I'm sorry, Nakamura winning the US title took a lot out of the crowd.
Yep.
Then we get to the main card, and oh, did this start good. Becky versus Asuka for the SmackDown Live Women's title. Bravo to both these ladies. Is that what it was? Oh, okay. It was a tremendous match. Very well worked. It was everything I could have hoped it would be.
Yes. There were a few missteps.
Yes.
Some of Becky's kicks didn't quite land.
Right.
But they're forgivable mistakes, not just because she's Becky, but because, you know, mistakes happen with kicks.
Mistakes do happen. See, mistakes happen with kicks when you're a good worker, not when you're Brie Bella. Thankfully, neither of the Bellas are in the Rumble.
Yay! Good news.
Hooray! But this was a really well-worked match with plenty of submission false finishes and some really good strikes. Yep. And that really sick swinging neck breaker, like off the ropes. Ow! I mean, that looked like it really hurt. But Becky ended up tapping out to Asuka in a really great arm submission bridge by Asuka. That was great stuff.
Yes.
Asuka can bridge really well.
Yes.
You know what I'm thinking about.
Yes.
And I'll stop that.
Yes.
No, I won't.
No.
This was really good, though.
Yes.
And Becky tapping out was tremendous. It was really well done. And Asuka Wayne was the right call because it set up stuff for the future. Because Asuka is the future. But also, we then
the Empress of tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes, so she'll never be an Empress.
So tomorrow is me. Wait, anyway. Miz and Shane, the best tag team in the world.
Apparently.
Versus the Bar for the SmackDown Live titles. It's tag titles. Let me just say this is bad. This is bad.
So bad! So bad! Let's skip this.
Shane did do a shooting star press.
Shane did a magnificent shooting star press, but that doesn't make it up for the ass ton of shit this match was.
I knew that Miz and Shane would win. I think I overall won the predictions.
You did.
Which I didn't want to. But, yet this was not good. Miz and Shane are the tag team champions. You need to have Sandy, Gallows, and Anderson. So they have the Colognes beat them. I don't care. The tag titles are meaningless right now.
Yep.
All that build in that.
Jonn, they're the best in the world.
They are. And apparently Dana Warrior was at ringside and I thought I smelled botched Botox. You stupid cunt. So then we get Sasha versus Ronda in a really well-worked match for the Raw Women's Championship. Not quite as good as Becky versus Asuka.
And you guys would be so surprised as to who won. It was actually not Sasha Banks.
I'm shocked.
Stunned.
Just floored.
Alas, this was a match where Sasha was carrying Ronda rather than Ronda carrying someone else. I mean, other than the time she was physically carrying somebody.
There was that.
But it was one of those matches where Ronda has always gone up against people with a typically with a lower capability than most, except for Natty. Natty's submission, so it worked easier for her.
Yeah.
But she really hasn't competed with somebody at Sasha's level in WWE.
Right.
And it was pretty well worked. Sasha really came across as a legitimate threat to Ronda.
She did. And I do want to say this...
A legit threat.
Too legit?
Too legit to quit.
And Sasha did not tap out. She got pinned.
Yes.
Ronda could not submit Sasha. This was good. That's because her weave wouldn't allow her to submit.
I don't believe that.
Yes. But so far, the two women's title matches were tremendous.
Yeah.
Very well worked. It's exactly how title matches should be. And then we get to the women's Rumble match at main event last year's. This one was much, much better. Much better than the men's Rumble later, but also much better than the women's Rumble last year. Maybe one of the best Rumbles of all time.
Yeah. What were some of the standouts?
We had Lacey Evans lasting from 1 to like 15 or something like that. She was number 1, did pretty well. Natty was number 2, lasted almost till the end.
Yeah, the Iron Woman of the match, that's for damn sure.
I mean, she did fine. Liv got eliminated right away. Poor Liv. Nikki Cross was number 8.
But she lived to fight another moment.
She did. Nikki Cross was number 8, and then she did a Nikki Crossbody.
Yes.
How has nobody made that pun, as you were saying?
Xia Li.
Xia Li. She did really well.
Yes, she did.
I was impressed with her just in the few matches I've been able to see of her, like in the Mae Young Classic, and a few times she's been on NXT. She's worked matches with Kairi Sane, like teaming with her. I mean, I would imagine 6-woman with her and Io and, Kairi and all that stuff. So, yeah. She did pretty well. She wasn't in there very long, but she did pretty well. Charlotte was number 13.
Yes.
Her dad earned number 3 in 92, and she earned number 13 here. Kairi was number 14. And just being almost tripping when she did the stuff. Like, Kairi, pay attention to your entrance so you don't hurt yourself.
And we had a very surprising entrant next.
Maria
Kanellis.
I forgot that she wrestled.
What?
Yeah. No, I seriously forgot that she actually wrestled.
Anyway, she actually lasted a lot longer than I was expecting.
She did.
Yes.
And you know who did pretty well? Mandy Rose. Mandy lasted from number 4 to the time Naomi came in.
Yes.
And Naomi eliminated Mandy. And then Naomi tried to get back in the ring and did a nice, cool spot and everything to get back in there. And then Mandy jerked her off the hip.
Oh my.
That was good stuff, though. That was good.
Jerked her off the apron, huh?
Yeah. Oh, God, what was it? The 2001 TLC match. This was before Edge and Lita got together, but Lita interfered and JR paused badly, but he said, Lita jerking Edge off the ladder. That would come in 2005.
Oh, dirty.
Candice was
But
number 17.
yes.
And she did pretty well.
Then after that was 19 was Casey Catanzaro.
And yeah,
All 4'11" over.
Ricochet loves the position she does.
Ooh, and one of my favorite moments, Zelina Vega coming out with the Vega mask and claw. And the color scheme of Vega's outfit.
That was good stuff. And she mostly hid under the ring for a while.
Yeah.
And
She's doing pretty well.
But we'll get to what happened after she was hanging under the ring. Before, we have to mention some others. By the way, anybody that participated in the Rumble number game, I just want to say, you want to cheer, you want to boo, I don't care. You know what? I'm not going to hold you to it. Have fun. Have fun.
I forgot I have bubble wrap in here.
If you love, are you doing that to de-stress right now?
Yes.
Okay. But Ruby Riott was number 21. That was the number I had. And that was good stuff. Io, number 23. And
yes.
Rhea Ripley.
Woo! When she came in,
the game changed.
Yes.
And she just beat a ton of people up. I mean, she didn't last very long, but let me just say this. I don't care if she'd kick my ass. She seems like she'd be a blast to hang out with.
Yep.
She just does. Rhea, though, did have a really strong showing. And Sonya only lasted like 3 minutes.
Yep.
That was disappointing.
Yep.
I was hoping for her to do better. And then Hornswoggle was under the ring also with Zelina.
And decided to chase her up and through the up into the ring. Zelina gets eliminated by Rhea, I believe.
I think Rhea eliminated her.
And then Hornswoggle went chasing after her. That's fucking gross. Finley must have been like, my son! Where have you... no? Okay.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Alexa was number...
26.
Yep.
And then Bayley was in there at 27.
Yes.
Alexa did not last very long.
Lana came limping out at number 28.
But couldn't make it to the ring.
Nor was it 29.
28. Okay. Because Nia was 29.
Oh god, that's right.
Now, Lana couldn't make it to the ring. Agents are out there with her. Nia comes in. Nia beats down Lana before she gets to the ring. Nia's stinking up to join. I don't fucking care.
And she continued to stink throughout the show.
Yeah. Nia's a fucking embarrassment to the wrestling business. I mean, seriously, she did not need to take up a spot in the Rumble. She did not. They could have put, and Tamina, by the way, was in there also.
Briefly.
Yeah, very briefly. Nia did not need to be in this.
Wasn't Rhea that eliminated Tamina?
I think so. Fuck, I don't remember. I don't know if Tamina was in there that long, but we'll see. The bottom line is Nia did not need to be in there. Nia botched everything. She was injuring people. And if you guys think Nia is a great wrestler, you're wrong.
After we saw Lana was injured, or, struggling to move, we're like, alright, number 30. Just let it be Becky. Let it be Becky. Let it be Becky. It's Carmella. And Carmella comes out, and we're like, oh. Okay.
In her Lorax jacket.
Right.
But she's in there.
Yeah, she's in the ring. Now Lana still hasn't made it to the ring, so who else steps out but Becky Lynch?
That's right.
Becky Lynch convinces Finley to allow her to replace Lana. She heads into the ring, and by the time things are done, after Nia finally gets eliminated,
which it should have happened.
Yes. It's just Becky and Charlotte. But Becky, she hurt her knee. She tweaked it because of Nia's
stupidity.
Yes. So they're in the ring. And in the very last moments, just when you think it's about to be over, it is over. Because Becky wins.
And we are happy. This should have closed the show, by the way.
Yes.
I mean, honestly.
By God, it should have, especially after what happened. But
which we'll get to in a bit. But let me just say this: the crowd went absolutely ape shit. Absolutely ape shit.
Yes.
Dude, stop popping that shit on you. This was just not needed, though. It was just not needed. Anyway, God damn it! Nia was not needed in the Rumble.
No.
At all. Now, I get it.
She didn't need to get her ass kicked, sure,
yeah,
but,
That I was for. I was for Becky. I was for everybody just taking chairs and wailing on her. I don't care if they bruise her sternum, whatever. Get her out of the goddamn ring. She's an embarrassment, a liability. That piece of shit does not deserve to be there. And if you think Nia deserves to be there, you're wrong. If you think it's just because, oh, she's plus size, she deserves... No, you can get women that are of different shapes and sizes that are good wrestlers that could be in there.
Like who you apparently signed recently, Piper.
Piper got signed. Vanessa Craven was somebody that was in the Mae Young Classic too. There are others. Please mention others in the comments. Women that are not necessarily thin rails or, you know, or super thin. Please let me know.
Or Rhea Ripley.
Rhea would be a fun time. That's all I'm going to say.
In terms of different sizes.
She is the Mosh Pit. Well, she also is the Mosh Pit Kid. I am 17 years older than Rhea. What am I doing with my life? Wait, no, I'm 16 years older. But yeah, so Becky won. That should have closed the show. Because unfortunately, it was kind of downhill from here.
Yeah, Becky didn't announce who she was going to be facing.
Becky is going to be facing...
She should be facing Ronda.
She will be facing Ronda. She has to.
But they didn't announce it.
They're not going to announce it yet. They're gonna tease it. They're going to tease us for a while.
Tuesday.
They're going to tease us on Tuesday.
Monday.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Yes. We'll see what happens on that. Styles versus Bryan for the WWE title. This was a great match. Well wrestled. It was. I didn't care.
It was so hard to get invested because, you know...
We were so amped after Becky won.
Yeah, the adrenaline rush was coming down. And I don't think I could truly appreciate just how well wrestled this match was until a little, you know, retrospective. But
it was very well worked. I mean, these guys told a great story, much like they did at TLC. I'm not complaining. My problem is this feud did not need to be continuing to this point.
It did not.
It should have stopped at TLC.
Did not.
Oh, hi, Marks.
Hi, Marks.
But this didn't need to. However, well wrestled. Rowan, for some reason, came out.
And as soon as the ref was distracted by getting kicked in the face, Rowan ran in, grabbed AJ by the face, and slammed him into the ground.
Yep.
Allowing Bri for the win.
Which is fine. I mean, maybe we're going to get Harper and Rowan as the muscle for Bryan.
Yeah.
Something like that, because Harper wasn't there, but Rowan was. Which, I'm amazed Rowan did not get injured doing this spot, because he always gets injured doing stuff. Bryan wins, cool. Bryan should have won. I expected Orton to interfere or something like that, because there's a rumored Styles versus Orton match at Mania. Then we get to Balor versus Lesnar, and let me just say this much. Balor did get some offense in.
You got a lot of offense in.
He attacked, yes, he attacked the diverticulitis area in his groin. He attacked Brock's groin. Well, actually, the announcer's table did. I'm sorry, this wasn't good. Because Balor did this, hit the coup de grace, and then...
tapped.
And then Kimura, and Brock with the meme face, that fucking meme face.
Yep, and Finn Balor tapped out to the Kimura.
Look, the Kimura is a deadly finisher, especially if you actually do it right, but it just... Finn's right back in the mid-card. He is. He's right back.
So, I don't think they're gonna put him in the mid-card, but...
I hope...
Because he sells merch.
Yes. So he should have won here.
Sure.
But he didn't.
Right.
Because Vince is an idiot.
Yep.
And now we're going to get a match that I'm not very excited for. I'm sorry, I'm not. Balor should have won here. I knew he wouldn't. This is why I won the predictions. I didn't want to be right. I didn't.
Dean Ambrose wins the title at Elimination Chamber and faces off against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Oh God, we do not need that rivalry revisited. It wasn't good for the IC title. But yeah, so we got that. There are people like, oh, well, you know, we didn't expect... I didn't expect, like, a 25-minute match. I did not expect that, but I'm sorry, I'm not invested in Lesnar's matches.
Yeah. Anyway.
The Men's Rumble. Lawler and JBL on commentary was not needed.
No.
Elias at number 1, and who would come out at number 2?
JEFF, JARRET.
And why the fuck was he in the ring?
To get thrown out by Elias.
That was true. You know what? Elias drew more dimes with that guitar shot than Jeff Jarrett ever did.
Yep.
Then Nakamura at number 3. Why?
Why wasn't it EC3?
EC3?
Where was EC3 this entire Rumble?
Where was he this entire Rumble? You wasted a few spots here when you could have had EC3 in it. I mean... I get why Lars wasn't there, who knows, the Lars situation and all that, but Angle came out at number 4, and he's gone.
Yep, which is fine.
He needed a nap.
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano, number 6.
Yeah, he lasted quite a long time.
He did. He did last pretty long.
He is Johnny freaking Wrestling.
Johnny Tweakin' Wrestling. So, Samoa Joe at number 8.
Yeah, he lasted quite a while too.
He went on the Warpath. Something like that. Elias was eliminated early, and that was disappointing. He should have lasted about number 20.
He was eliminated by Seth Rollins, wasn't he?
He was eliminated by Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, who was number 10.
Yes.
We then had Titus. We had Hawkins run down there, and Hawkins basically hit under the ring, and then Titus runs down and almost did the slip, but didn't. He was celebrating, and then Hawkins ended up eliminating Titus soon after.
Titus saw that Hawkins was underneath the ring, so he went underneath the ring to go chase him out. Hawkins gets into the ring, and Titus goes in, gets eliminated by Hawkins, which means Hawkins has eliminated somebody, but it doesn't count as a win.
And then...
He is eliminated.
Right, but Rollins and Gargano having a little brief face-off.
By Samosa Joe?
Hawkins? Yeah, Hawkins was eliminated by Joe. I didn't care about Hawkins, I'm sorry, I just didn't.
People were chanting, "Let's go, Hawkins!"
They were.
Because, you know, they still hold out hope for him that he'll ever do something.
Yeah, but they only have the Diamondbacks to cheer for, so who the hell cares?
Yeah. Elias made jokes about it earlier.
Diamondbacks somehow won a World Series, or maybe 2.
Yeah.
Rollins and Gargano got a brief face-off. That was pretty cool. No Way Jose was gone.
Immediately.
Mustafa Ali, however, number 13, and lasted quite a while.
Yes, he did.
And we'll get to how he was eliminated in a bit. Yes, this is where the anger may come in. Ambrose was number 14. Ambrose was gone really, really quick. Ambrose was eliminated like around number 20?
Yeah.
Which was really shocking. I don't remember who eliminated him.
Aleister Black.
It was Aleister Black. That's the way you get Aleister over. But
yes.
we had McIntyre at number 16.
Yeah, he got McIntyre out by the end of it.
And Pete Dunne at number 18.
Yes!
And that was great stuff. Dunne and Black for the UK title. I want this. I want this so much.
The British versus the Dutch, a tale as old as time.
Is it really?
No.
So the Dutch Oven Destroyer? So, whatever him...
whatever Vega's into.
That's a good point. Andrade at number 19, he did pretty well. Aleister at number 21.
Andrade held out till almost the very end.
Yeah, I think he was the last 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And Aleister did pretty well at number 21.
Yep.
Though he was eliminated by Baron Corbin. Shelton Benjamin was number 22. I forgot that Shelton Benjamin was in the company.
Yeah.
But
Baron Corbin lasted a lot longer than he should have.
Yes. Hawkins lasted longer than another guy we're going to mention here in a bit, but Ali eliminated Samoa Joe, and Joe looked pissed.
Furious.
Ali did also eliminate Nakamura earlier, possible U.S. title feud, maybe a 3-way. I'm fine with that. Yes, I know what I said.
Right.
Corbin eliminated Black. I'm sorry, that just wasn't needed. Why is Corbin still in his dress clothes?
He's still holding out hope. He'll still get hired back in. Just take me back, boss. I've learned my lesson.
Anyway, Jeff Hardy, who was so fucking focused at number 24.
We Hardy knew he.
Yes, he was gone pretty quick. I think he scaled a salmon for that shirt.
Right.
We then have Lashley into 26 and gone immediately.
By Seth Rollins.
And then Rollins
gets pulled out underneath the ropes by Lashley, who slams him into one of the announcers' tables, keeping him out of the match for a while.
You know what this means, though? It means Kurt Hawkins lasted longer than Bobby Lashley.
That's right! Kurt Hawkins lasted longer than Bobby Lashley.
Who is the Intercontinental Champion? Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn did not return.
He is the Intercontinental Champion.
Lashley is.
Oh, holy fuck.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
When did that happen?
That happened a couple weeks ago. Remember in that 3-way with Ambrose and Rollins?
Right.
But then we get to Braun coming in at 27. Was it 27? It was 27-20. Yeah, fuck it, who cares? He came in. Cool. Okay. Apollo had a decent showing also at 20. Ziggler came in at number 28, and McIntyre got eliminated. Our pick got eliminated.
This was the wrong choice.
Very. Drew McIntyre should have won the Rumble.
Yes.
I get why they went with the person they did. But Drew would have been the perfect choice. This kind of knocks Drew down a peg. It's not even like he lasted till the very end and got eliminated. He was eliminated while there was still, I think, 1 or 2 other people coming in. And it was not needed. Maybe he was number 20. I don't remember. Let's see. Oh, and then you had Truth at number 30. Or so we thought. But then...
Oh, Nia came out and attacked Truth and took his spot without consulting with Finley, which means she technically shouldn't have been in that match.
Oh, wait.
Decided to get involved.
I forgot that Orton was number 29.
Whatever.
Right.
He'll come and play in a moment. First thing she did was eliminate Mustafa Ali. Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, really.
Fuck you and the horse you broke on your way in.
Probably 8.
Like, she's only 300.5 ounces, right?
Right. She's so light. She's so light. 300
Fucking fuck stick. And what? Didn't she also eliminate Ray?
No, I think Orton did.
Okay.
Nia, I will say this. I'm not defending Nia eliminating Ali. At least it's not like Ali was only in for a couple minutes. He was in for 30.
Yes.
He shouldn't have been eliminated by Nia. Nia should have never been in that Rumble. You could put Ricochet in it. I mean, I'm not knocking Ricochet. You could put anybody. Put Montez Ford in there of the Street Profits.
Nia had no place in this match, and not because she is a woman, but because she is incompetent. She is the worst choice. She completely drained all of the excitement from the Rumble. And there wasn't a whole lot to begin with in the men's Rumble. I mean, there was some, but it just, after Drew got eliminated, it was just like, ugh.
You could actually feel some of the crowd being upset. And it's not that they had anything against Rollins.
No, it was the wrong choice, followed by the wrong choice, followed by the elimination of Mustafa Ali by Nia Jax. I don't care if he got eliminated by somebody else, but why Nia?
Have Orton eliminate him.
Yeah, make more sense, because they're on the same fucking brand. But she had no purpose, she had no point. She shouldn't have been there to begin with.
I mean, I couldn't agree more, honestly. Thankfully, Orton, RKO'd Nia, should have spiked her on her head. I'm sorry, I don't care if you guys want to get upset. Nia has no business in the ring. None. She's an embarrassment to women's wrestling. She's an embarrassment to wrestling in general. And she dragged down 2 Rumbles.
Yeah.
You did get Braun eliminated, Andrade.
Yep.
And you then had Ziggler get eliminated. Braun then ends up getting eliminated by Rollins.
Ziggler eliminated Drew.
Ziggler eliminated Drew. Which means that feud's going to continue.
Because fuck it.
New era, Chris. It's a new...
Yes, it is.
Yes. Yeah, well, by the way, the New Day was in all this, and Kofi did some interesting ways to get out of stuff.
Didn't pan out well for him.
Didn't, but it was
Didn't
pretty
pancake
cool.
out well for him.
It did not. We did have a cool finish though with Rollins and Braun.
Struggling on the apron, the hardest part of the ring.
That's why, because they can't get the footing. It's not soft at all. We then had Rollins win. They're going to drag down this Rollins-Lesnar feud by making it all about Roman Reigns.
Yep.
And it's nothing against Roman Reigns. Get well, Roman. Yeah. And I'm glad that you're shooting a film with Rock. Not that he's going to watch
have
this.
fun, man. Be safe.
Yeah, but Rollins I love. I want Rollins to beat Lesnar. But I want it to be the right build, and I can already tell that it's not going to be.
Anyway.
It should have been Drew. This is weird to grade. B plus B?
Minus?
Nah, B. I'm going to give it a B for the women's matches. I don't like Nia. B. God, you know what? Maybe B. I'm gonna go B for the women's matches. I'm gonna go B.
I think B is fair.
Yep. Are you gonna go? B?
Yeah.
And we have. You have
the royal magnificent pull right up here. You can go ahead and grade it. There's like A through F here. There's like 5 options you can choose from to tell me how you feel.
Yes, and leave
if
them.
you want to get more specifics, there's some comments.
Yes. Hit the like, hit the dislike, and hit subscribe. Check out the thumbnails, guys. Got the video at the very end. It's been Real Honesty with Jonn Ritland and
the Durbinator.
And we are tired. We are going to process this and go to sleep.
Bye.